Listen to me, Rick. I don't know how much time we have, so you need to pay attention. I can make you hold everyone off. You need something that's in their best interest.
Harassing me, I got a camera crew. I'm addicted to shopping, so everything brand new. I'm friends with the jeweler, my diamonds like shampoo. Like she applying shampoo. Pretty face, she got a look. Keep a few racks on me. I used to work in the factory. Been hating it, never bother me. I make that follow me. Teacher said that I'm a prodigy. When I'm shopping, I don't care what it's costing me. 10 bands, really, that ain't a lot to me. Turn on my swag to infinity. I leveled up on these. I leveled up. I bezeled up on these. I bezeled up. I ain't got time for no negative energy. I'm on a winning streak. I'm on a spree. The devil be doing the most, but he don't ever get to me. Bring out the Brinks truck. I'm young, flying ice cup. 100-yard dash. I had to run my price up. Boss your life up. I had to boss mine up. $10,000 outfit, $100. Hey, when you on top, go ahead on you. That what they supposed to do. I don't know how to lose. I think the Rari go faster without the roof. Hey, when you on top, go ahead on you. That what they supposed to do. I don't know how to lose. I think the Rari go faster without the roof. Chill.
Listen. You're safe. You're safe. It's St. Petersburg, in the wall.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Indianapolis Colts. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. To throw on second down is Locke. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Sean Lee not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Here's Love. He's going to look deep down the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play?
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And that one results in 35 yards. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got it first and goal at the 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. Handoff comes to Cook, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. The extra point up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On second down, here's Love. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's Luck now on second down. Flush to his right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. On first down, it's Love. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Try and roll. This is Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now it's Love. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there? Swarming to it and not allowing that to happen. Did not let him get downfield.
Now Luck on 3rd and goal. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton from 3 yards out. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Gostkowski with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And now out comes Minnesota. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now a play fake here on first down. Forced out to his left. And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Watch it now, Barney!
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, and they've got it here with a first down. Give. This is Cook. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
He'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
All right, here we go.
Out of the gun now on third down. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 53 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no good plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Johnson, and an alley to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Luck on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Line of scrimmage, again, the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
To throw is Love. Over the middle, complete. It's Cole. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Here's Locke. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Colts on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. A shotgun snap for Locke. Being chased down. Now a hit, and Locke lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. You end up having to take 3 there.
And now out comes Minnesota. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll set up to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the 1st. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. To go here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The Vikings on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now it's the backup Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's Luck. Looking deep for Hilton. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Luck. Looking deep for Hilton. He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Stiff-armed him. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing his line. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 23 yards on the play.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Luck. This will be caught at about the 5. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. One receiver left is Hilton. Now Luck. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Christian Kirk in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. So now Luck is going to bring the Colts up here to go for the 2-point try. to throw. Love. They'll roll him out right. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
They start the drive with Cook. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Ooh, the juke. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Danico Autry getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And it'll bring up 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Partner, I know the ball security is preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
And Cook has it left side. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back from the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part went to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Luck. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Now Luck. He's going to wind up and air it out. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. To the air again, Luck. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And it's taken in at the 9. Oh, he shifts past him. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Cook. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. By the way, they're into the second half now in Philadelphia on the NFL scoreboard. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st down, it's long. Underneath for Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Luck now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cole. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
On 1st down, Luck. He'll buy some time right. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down right around the 25. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Throwing on 3rd down. Luck going for it all. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And the Vikings now heading onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Buying time to his left. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive
going. Going right side here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw here. He's going to fire one deep over them, and this is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. And it's up and good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Fighting through. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Luck, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 15. Now it's Luck. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask your equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you put in the back 7 on defense,
the Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Kyler Fackrell coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number. We can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
He'll drop to throw. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is fielded at the 7. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It's locked. Looking deep for Horton. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Luck. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. It gets intercepted.
He'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Flushed, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Danico Autry in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
The Vikings on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Detroit! Watching that body!
They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Take it at the 37. And now running right through it. They'll score out a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Meanwhile, in Foxborough, they're in the 4th quarter, and the Ravens have opened things up there. A win would be their first of the young season. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to throw. Dumping it off for Johnson. Oh, and now he bowls him over. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the play. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the 4th. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for 2 and decide it right now.
So here we go. The Colts will go for 2. He's back to throw. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. A gain of 39 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And 2 big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
On the carry, it's Cook. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. His way forward here for a good little gain. And another timeout taken by the Colts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Vikings on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. The Vikings on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. On the ground, it's Cook. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'll be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, So special every year, week one. You had the fly over the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season, we get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Minnesota, a win's a win as they eke out the 2-point victory to take the season opener. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
I'm pretty sure it can handle a little bit of country. But if you know, it's probably a possible visual on rational and the possible. Something to a thing, something in the hour, afterwards. No, it's probably on foot. And we have to put it so that they can not on the Hello.
Here's Sarah. His name is Max. His name is Tom. In the dream, you thought
Stand and look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty don't even know where waste at. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry. What I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? In reply, how you put up with this song and dance, all that buffoonery. Long romance, death, what it do to me? Yamagini dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor. Girl, come with a dance. Puerto Rican in the breathing heavy. Little am I looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. With the money and fame, the price come heavy. The price come heavy. Like Shaq attack up on a backboard. Come back up on a backboard. When she asked me if I love her, I just act bored. Say loser, ask for it. Living movie, blockbuster, this ain't a rental. Talking movie, all these diamonds up in my dental. I get never minded if I offend you. I need the silence, chaos is in my mental. You need a DJ first class, that's what you went to. You need to relay, chase money like you sane. I'll give you the boat, chain and plane. Fame name, that's insane. Pop up. You need a, in case the movies get insane. You need a ruby, the kind of jewelry that's from the rain. Just here to remind you, but never mind me, man. I'm here to remind you where you come from. All this peace retreat is lame done. You can never get rid of me, I'll offend you. Both of us, if I offend you. We won't back in, wipe my sins, they can't win, no new friends, football fans, they sleep again, we wake up the champion, we won't back in, wipe my sins, they can't win, no new friends, football fans, they sleep again, we wake up the champion.
Select the team you want to join.
Wake up, the cake up, raise up, or make us do something we don't want to. Bite down on you, right now on you. Juke to the left, they dodging it. Can't play the role, you fraudulent. Waiting on the race for the stars in it. 4x4 double parking it. Wanna play like cars in it. Where the right flag, they forfeit it. Now I got a ring too gorgeous. Now I got a treat it like forges. It sound like all in the scratches. Try to take the ring, I'ma tackle you. I guess I'm a Super Bowl bachelor. Go hard in the gym, no calories. I think I see blood, no Dracula. I'm an animal, eating up amateurs. Too active, y'all can't handle it. No taxing, we'll dismantle it. Shake up the building and ramble it. Shut up the critics and analysts. Come through dripping, I'ma set it off. Game after game, you bet it off. Quarterback got range if you buck him off. Quarterback did an option and set it off. Duck, fly record coming through. Yeah, hit him with a spin on the Jew. Yeah, we gon' blow your block like a new. Yeah, and I spend a dime every two. We gon' lock down on the offense. Bust down the skeleton fossil. I'm not addressing the problem. Julio on the post, you can't stop him. Pick it up, running back, it's no problem. I'm running behind the block, they gon' block him. Quavo Yoda, I'm offset, you block him. Post the bliss on the left, we gon' block him. We some animal, yeah, we some goblin. Man to man, we gon' cover you properly. Man to man, you can't beat me impossible.
Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change rules or adjust options, use the tiles on the right.
Wipe my sins. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Champion. We want back in. Wipe my sins. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. I just hate the ball and I look for the open man. The zone, I'm trying to get in. Open the play, but the book of the champion. You pick if you trying to get in. I got the front defense, they got the end. Going for long, one person to 10. Gotta go hard, we gotta get all. No loss or excuses, cause we gotta win. They say they sleep, but not be a fan. Get at your mans and mess up your plan. Look at your stands and look at your hands. I do what I want and you do what you can. I do it for fans, you do it for fame. EA Sports, we in the game. I am the coach and the player of the game. They gon' remember the name. Back in. Wipe my sins. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Champion. We want back in. Wipe my sins. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again.
Honestly, it's all the weird fucking brother vibe. Because we're standing against my mom is right behind you, fucking trying to run the fucking fight. Stop it. Oh, Jill, you're possessed by somebody. Who are you? I'm the mom. I'm the last of the Pierce bloodline. Tell me. Fucking mommy wearing bitch. You better know what's up. The fucking sky. Bitch, look up at the sky. That's God. You don't appreciate God? Because that's Apollo 3 on October 12th. Stop. Look, I'm a fucking blessing, blood. That's what all I see is fucking falling stars. That's how we won all fucking 50 states. Stop it already. We're at the tip of the spear. Someone's gonna shake you when you do this. Stop. No, stand behind me. Who's in your heart? Put me in. Yeah. Stop it. You feel ready. You know. The guy you're talking to. Why are you my camera? Why ask me to put the cameras up? I am telling the truth. I'm not trying to know you know. From a mermaid? Huh? Stop. You're sorry. That's my fucking fun. I'm gonna be partaking my cat, but cats in a hula not getting fucked. You better not touch me, bitch. You wanna see who mine? Who's mine? Huh? Wanna know who's gonna stand next to me? Stop. Because we can. You told my little sister. You jealous of it? You get fucked church or what? You get fucked for any time?
Right now, need crew up right now, cause we tune up right now. Hop out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now.
But typically, if the therapy is
on my. I've been ready for way longer than I've been rich, so until the devil's out, I'ma take the Marriott and got them. Took me so long to get it, gonna stretch it out. Let them know all about it when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, other. One in the hand, one in the bag, other. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubble there. Look at the cash, bubble. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubble. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubble. Look at the cash, bubble. I'ma need all the flash, all the pies, baby. Better be all the money, don't let me in, baby. You better be super fly for the dumbos. Three slides like a shuffle. Get the cadence on my young. Music case, Billy Ocean. Got the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's like a running Gucci slides. That you say you didn't know. I'ma stand up. They can take no trouble. Can't keep it with the beat. Keep it from the. No, not me. Like a nigga better when you wanna stop. Money, what we see. Look at the diamond stuff. I repeat the times that I was broke. Bustin' like a 9/11 folks. Mad back, look at clean. Places in the I'm alone. Cooking up tonight. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Pictures thinner than a pantyhose. One in the hand, one in the bag, other. One in the hand, one in the bag, other. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubble. Look at the cash, bubble. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, other. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubble. Look at the cash, bubble. Trap how G go too fast. Only one no seatbelt. Bad look, got no upgrade. Now she got. How about the range on? Who is the baby? He going in. Man, these old rappers getting bored. They be taking shots, I ignore them. Send them to the hood while I'm touring. Making plays out of town like I'm Jordan. Need to go get your. Walk on my way, I'm a sport. Lamborghini, I don't want no Porsche. I'm on fire, don't touch me, I'm tortured. Had the fish on my teeth, I went Porsche. Put the ton on my back, I'm a horse. One more year, I'ma make it effortless. They load me in the bay like he 40. I be seeing inside of the morning. Ain't no strings attached, keeping it cordless. She keep calling, but I keep ignoring it. Ain't no stopping, I'm keeping it for it. Man, they can't stop me, I'm going it. Man, they can't stop me, I'm going it. Every time I get gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know this be heavy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go. Every time I get gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these
Then we have something in common. You hire a simple thief to find the fulcrum because you believe I don't have it. So I return it.
Your introduction really necessary. Get your message like a secretary. Boy, I'm legendary. When I'm dead and buried, still be kicking flavor in the cemetery. Trap music originator. Fresh off my high 80s. Yelling you to all my haters. They skywalk, I'm Darth Vader. Promise I don't give a about a little amount to the red till a million need nothing. Just like and the can't go enter. New Cadillac was all go hammer. Long as I remember how to Atlanta. I can give a about a dog. Just getting things from a text, so I count sitting numbers in the hood. Do what I say, do to break bread, a fake dead, a bit, to hate that, bit, the deal, you die to make that middle. You vote for Trump, you see me outside, well, you know what's up. I ain't hearing no peace talk, ain't funny, no heat haul. Like a Black Panther, weak to the teeth, try to weak. What I got, I could have been Freddie Gray. Or Mike Brown, get down with a on me and a half a. Blaming by Sandra Bland. Listen, boy, you're challenging with the running man. I would challenge with a hand. What you see before you, what they told you from nothing, man. Pray and hustle over everything. And hit the king like an 18-wheeler in and out of air lane. Never been a part of the in crowd. Got a problem with me as a y'all. Got the same friend that I came in with, ducking all that lane. Hey, everyone knows I'm go. I rolled in a 4x4. Believe if a kid gon' go see me with ain't gon' see them no more. They love when I talk that. Roll by the car lot when bought it. Caught case in the case in a phone. They will watch you give it. I live today rapping back, catting them back what they catting back. Bankroll mama, we know it did. We cashing out, we bagging that. Stacking up, there's zero. Certified neighborhood hero. You can try one of them. Better not try with me though. Hey.
Rolling down by 2. Go out here, run this play for the win. Let's go get it. High formation, 28 sweeps, blue 14. What's left?
We to the mat, at 9 head cop to the left, turn to the back. Try to see we weren't having that. Sit with your ad, drop it out with Alabama at. That would if we're trying to battle rap. Be one and done. No drive when we running. Walk up to you while you show no stun till you up that cherry and money. Playing game, think it's show no funny to my young boy. Family rap for the love of the bankroll. Keep it busy. Don't nobody care about it. Don't nobody wanna hear about it. You got problem, huh? Well, it's the same thing for everybody. I ain't gon' lie. I come and let the day go by. I ain't on the grind if I ain't no vibe. The one thing I want, but I can't go by. Tryna push in wheels on the railroad. I ain't finna play no game, now but you know so. If you think at the top till I move over. 100 day 2 park in a new hover. Know that now come with us and down. We dodge it, steady duck and climb. We chase a meal so we can put that down. Top where we run the time. But with millions in with no cap and gown. We're all in what happened now. Metal throne, concrete crown. Call that line, you getting beat. Real, what veteran. What academy. He still remember me when they sick and needed they medicine. Better watch it, partner, you even ride here thinking sweet. You got the wrong idea. Get left out there. Tell them so what? I kept trap music all black. Still, I'm that stupid. Still down to do it if you act stupid. Get locked up and get back to it, yeah. Trap music all black. Get locked up and get back to it, yeah.
I think someone may have tried to block you. I didn't make it up. The people who
Bring out the Brinks truck. I'm young, flying ice stuff. 100-yard dash. I had to run my price up. Boss your life up. I had to boss mine up. $10,000 outfit, $100 up. Hey, you know you checking for me in the DMs, getting for me. I ain't even took $1 out of my pocket and the still shaking for me. And I'm rusting used to work in the factory. Been hating that, never bother me. I make that follow me. Teacher said that I'm a prodigy. When I'm shopping, I don't care what it's costing me. 10 bands, really, that ain't a lot to me. Turn on my swag to infinity. I leveled up on these. I bezeled up on these. I bezeled up. I ain't got time for no negative energy. I'm on a winning streak. I'm on a streak. The devil be pulling my but he don't ever get to me. Praying God brings trouble. I am a boss in the cut, big dick, posing, these bottles it's popping out temper. I skip her, I give her the girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle up my style. I'm about to lock down. Feel like in the real life, dripping on the sauce. I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I got that chicken to go. A lot of these boys, they broke. They think it's my fault. No court. I want them caught. See, I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. But see, love you don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis that's light. Right from the city that's light. LED look at the light. We the ones who don't like. But you look light. like the cops. Got something more than a. In jail, I had. I make you down. Think that I made it, they can't get my friends, so they wanna be out. If I see them weighing and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Like my beat ain't no happy related, I'm calling the guap. How dare you voice? Who told you your thoughts call? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie up. The big Mickey Mouse. You posted your X12 and 8 that night, she had my all over the bench. Can't sit on my house. I got that check into golf. A lot of these lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court. I want that court. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce.
You look like this. He make sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? Gonna look on my snap. I take your man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the room and attack. I hit this line, the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these rats. NBA, race, snatch, back, straight back. Got lips like Angelique, belly truck, tangerine, jumping on my that's why they call it trampoline, trampoline. Like a Monday, throw our body. This is sweet, daddy, that's just with plastic. I say, babe, it's a, he said it's a, the pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, 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 money back. He can come from the front, I got it behind me, and I pop my belly truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 woo, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they so don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum. Always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I see you, like the yeah. Why you was sleeping on me? I'm 40 bands, but they be taking everything you want. I'm like a walking. I don't understand what this hate is about. How you gon' yum and running me your mouth? I do the Maybach on Monday, throw our body. This is sweet, Saturday, that's just for classic. I say, babe, it's a, he said it's a, them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, 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 money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I pop my belly truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 woo, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they so don't be talking sideways.
So this is how you respect my operation. I told you, you have no authority here.
Denisov contacted us. Commander, I know this is your case, but if Denisov wants to talk to the FBI, it's an option.
Pulling up in that new toy, the wrist on that boy, rock star like Pink Floyd, waving that rude boy, I'm waving at you boy, ran off on the two like true goy, imagine me do boy, you could never do what I do boy, still ducking that I did boy, in Paris for a hit boy, these ain't the same type of hits boy, can get boy, you don't take these type of risks, boy, cause this boy been throwing that like rich boy, you miss, boy. Your numbers don't add up on the, that was 10 years ago. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. This thing of ours, oh this thing of ours, a fraternity of bringing off. I just happen to be alumni. Too legit, they still looking at me with one eye. The company I keep is not corporate enough. Child, you ain't orphan enough. A rapper turn can't morph into us, but a turn rapper can morph into puff. Dance contest for the, I predict Al Roker. If you know, you know. I only ever looked up to, you all get a bird, this Oprah. Players in ball shorts, coaching from the side of the ball court. If you know, you know. One stop like a Walmart. We got the for the wrong sport. You know, you know. If you know about the port, though it's supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we for circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know. You ever been hit with the water? Then had to wait, do you walk away? If you know, you know. When we all clicking like Golden State, and you and your team of the motorcade. If you know, you know. Been granting wishes like a genie to bed in two-piece bikinis. I've been hiding where you can see me. The skybox is right next to Riri's. Solely responsible for showing rappers how to stand on the front lines when started throwing bands. Where were you when Big brought the Tigers in? Cause I was busy earning stripes like a tiger skin. Layers and ball shorts, coaching from the side of the ball court. If you know, you know. One stop like a Walmart. We got the for the wrong sport. You know, you know. If you know about the court, though it's supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we for circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
What the hell are you doing? And you saw that it's been a while since I've done one of these. You like to go already? Yeah. You're the one. Me? And this what sounds so familiar. Oh my God, what's wrong, man? You miss me? You don't miss me? No, hell no. You got me fucked up. Been on one for so long. You got me fucked up. I'm not gonna let you in. I got little girls coming over. You feel me? You ain't not me no more. How you get that?
Anybody wanna be ET? Man, y'all can't see me. Out of my league, you pee-wee. Pocket to beat Rakesh. Pocket to beat they sumo. Pulling hard like Uno. Flip like Pluto. You act too kudo. You in a no chat, you go. Pocket to beat they sumo. 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 Hard like Uno. Flip like Pluto. Money come around like a Hoover, making free bands in the future. Pockets on the new look so good, bills on the goose. Money got me like a Hoover, money got it in the house like a Hoover. Niggas on the move, no longer, like a block it, no nerd. Girls wanna take off my chest, like a missing yo. Like a back with the flip, money flow like a battleship. Did it a new, deliver new, give it up, like. Check up the free throw. Anybody wanna be ET? Man, y'all can't see me. Out of my league, you pee-wee. Pockets to beat Rakesh. Pockets to beat they sumo. Pulling hard like Uno. Flip like Pluto. You act too kudo. You in a no chat, you go. Pockets to beat they sumo. 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 Pulling hard like Uno. Like Pluto, you back to kudo. You in a no chat, you go. Pockets to beat they sumo. Pockets to beat they sumo. Pockets to beat they sumo.
Just one bite.
It's one of them ones, man. Just in the car, man. It's like when you in the car, you just think about everything, man. Definitely when you by yourself, and you just cruising on the highway, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's got me thinking. On that cap, swerving through traffic, listening to trap. My windows ain't tinted, so notice me. Four braids, Yankee fitted, yeah, notice me. I'm everywhere comfortable, but I'm still attentive. A young with money will make offended. I ain't flashy, I'm classy, but I ain't stupid either. Never show off to that's hungry and eager. My brother's keeper, I'm loyal, it's all in my demeanor. A true believer, I believe when they didn't believe her. That's why I don't let opinions affect me. I do what I want to do. If they do or they don't accept me, they expect me to give up. I almost did. Things went from moving faster, slow motion. I was losing focus, stuck on that. It was smooth on the surface, but underneath it was broken. Hoping to find hope in this hopeless world we live in. What you give is what you given. Gotta make wise decisions. Gotta stay tunnel vision. Gotta avoid collision. Keep scratching the surface and keep your palms itching. Gotta pay moms a visit. It's been a while. I've been working. She keep telling me she miss her child. I find myself passing the house, then I spin around. She say I'm always moving. Mine just can't sit around. Oh my, cause the cash ain't gonna come to us. When we was down, who gave a dime or gave a for us? So instead of making it hard, I made it fun for us. Make it easy, so when you need it, you just run to us. But it's a lot of pressure. I'm trying to stick and move through this. Fixing these bumps on the road so I can just cruise to this. Living my life on the road, I'm trying to get used to this. And when they throw dirt, I just act like a broom to this. Trying to stay true to this, even when they lie on me. World on my shoulders, my girl can't even cry on me. God watching over me, the devil probably spy on me. I've been going through some, can of keep an eye on me. I know it's been a drought, but to my fans, don't go dry on me. If you want a picture, take a picture, don't get shy on me. I'm here to inspire, I admire that you admire me. I've been in the dark, but I promise you'll see a bright of me. So my supporters, man. I love y'all. I just want to say thank you for supporting me since day one. Just don't want to see me win, man. I don't know why. We gonna win anyway. I'm in my zone, bass bouncing off the styrofoam. I'm never in between, I'm either hot or cold. Can't be a loser, I maneuver like I got a clone. I'm out here in these streets like I ain't got a home. And you barely hear from me like I ain't got a phone. Cause there's no days off, there's no days off. I know it sounds a little painful, but it pays off. Social sites was distracting, so I stayed off. Spoke to God that me and Satan had a face off. I swear my life was like a rocket, then it takes off. First I plotted, then I got it, couldn't wait long. I put the pedal to the metal, then took the brakes off. And I kept it A1 like the steak sauce. My paychecks used to be a pair of Jordans, and I know I can't afford them, but I went ahead and bought them. And I quick started spent my money on recording. The studio was small, man, that made me a fortune. Made me a fortune, man. Trying to stop me. Y'all can't stop me. This is forever. Forever, man. I mean that.
I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights, I just to hit the studio. Now I'm even thinking, I ain't even sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and go. Niggas grow, bust off rubber. Welcome to the rodeo. Shorty running me cause of where and go. I came up and made it happen, now it's by the stove. Big beside this case is one. Do me dirty, I'ma find you. buckling my belt. Call my brother on the phone, he said, broski, you a star. I said, brother, hold it down, soon we'll all be living large. And it's crazy how last year was on my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now it's slow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. I got tattoos on my face, I use that as motivation. I can never get a job, so for my dream I'm dedicated. For a second, lost myself, I was too busy getting. Now they see me out in public and be known what my name is. All these rappers want the clout and the life of being famous. I just wanna be stable, tell my family we made it. I was coming from my spot, a young nigga had to be patient. Now I'm running up these bands, can hit the island for vacation. I've been fucking on my haters, you can say I'm constipated. 5 racks on the fridge just to start my run in Vegas. For my body, shout out to my painters. Now you got the take up, now you validated. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now it's glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo.
Flexing, counting my bands. Started getting money. I see how it feels to be rich. Still from the police, 24 carats on my Kobe. That for the homies. I'm addicted to balling. I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, got bands, got bands. I'm addicted to balling. I'm addicted to balling. I have to get my cash.
I didn't. It was Tom.
Why would Tom kill the one person in the position of rescuing him?
To protect me. I realized how insane that sounds. I met the harbor master the first time he showed up and gave him my card. Told him I was there searching for 2 fugitives.
Why?
To explain why I was there. I had no idea Tom would kill him. I tried to stop it.
Was there witnesses? Somebody must have been watching Tom while you weren't there.
There was some.
Coming down. You can't keep me here.
Okay, I'm back to school. You
You have 24 hours until we go public.
Effective immediately, Anika Oil has elected to cease operation of its local bank. And we are thrilled to announce an exciting and highly profitable new initiative on the horizon.
Sorry, just confirmed. Did you correct me on this?
The thicker the pie, thicker the bag. Made them a buy it, now leasing a beamer. I'm buying them, got them, driving it fast. They were just hate 'cause they in the way, and the way I've been made it. It's mad, man in them bag, 'cause I'm all in my bag. Why you holding around? Just a little Merlin, out the cutest. I don't give a. Tell me why I would on the rose block couch in my bag. Bags in my denim. In my denim, she was trying to for a doubt. She don't give a. She was in her bag. Fendi and some lane. Asked for a burger. Watch in the front seat. Down the fall down J. We living so wild like Nas. When she was on the kid. We was on roll like tires. We gon' roll that.
Huh? Nothing, babe. Oh, shit. What time you gotta go there? Corey, who you playing, nigga? Shit, what the score is? 79-3?